everybody. Welcome back here to the Whiskey Wise Men.
Who right?
We've got,
Whoa. He opened every episode with, welcome back to a special episode of Whiskey. We have a legit special episode and you don't even introduce it.
Yeah, you can't.
Because I knew they were going to give me crap about it, so I was like, I'm just coming out with a normal opener. No special this time.
Apologies.
Yeah, but we do have a special guest here today. Joining Joe and Money Mike here and myself. We have Mario, who is the owner of Broken Bottle Full Glen that we're going to talk about here.
It's a badass name.
Yeah, it's
Thank
awesome.
You.
It's awesome.
Why not Broken Bottle, Broken Glen?
Because how am I going to pour my whiskey?
And also, we know that Glens don't break. You drop one right over there.
Oh, these things break very easily.
Usually,
but that one did not break.
It literally bounced. We talked about it.
We dropped it from this. It hit the chair, it hit the floor, and it was fine. We're like, and then you wash one and it breaks.
Yeah.
Hey, this is not a paid sponsorship by any means, but if it's an actual Glencairn, it does not break easy.
Yeah, these are all.
If John comes to your house and he puts it in your sink, it will 100% break.
I'll show Mario it doesn't break.
That's right.
Sorry, keep going.
We did mess up your intro. Sorry, starting over.
What? Okay. So here we are. We, since this is a special occasion, we have a very special bottle that we wanted to bring out here. Kind of a one of a kind, just like Mario's one of a kind. We've got.
Made me cry not even 5 minutes into the podcast.
Right.
Yeah. So what we doing, guys? Come on.
We have a E.H. Taylor single barrel store pick that was selected by Kenny's out in New Smyrna. And I think Mario actually was part of the team that selected this barrel.
Yes, I was.
So if you don't like it,
it's his fault.
Right. It's actually really good.
Yeah.
I can take 25% of the weight.
But yeah, this is a unique bottle. We don't see a lot of the E.H. Taylor single barrel picks.
I've never seen one.
Yeah, especially in Florida. This is kind of a unicorn for us down here. So we're gonna give it a taste here and maybe some notes about it while we talk a little bit about kind of Mario and the pick process here and kind of how unique it was with Buffalo Trace and everything associated with it.
So Mario, what were you for Halloween?
Super Mario. I upgraded. Just for that night though.
That was funny though.
Yeah.
Because your wife was Peach?
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
This smells awesome, dude.
And then I bought my son the Luigi outfit.
Oh, that's cute.
We went on trick-or-treating, he was Luigi.
Well, in all honesty, was that the first year you've ever been Mario?
Believe it or not, yes.
That's pretty awesome.
That's
special.
I wanted to go as the Incredibles because I wanted Ryan, my son, to be Jack. But
that would have been awesome, yeah.
It would have been.
We already had the outfits for Super Mario. And
also, you need a couple more kids to make the Incredibles make more sense.
Yeah.
And superpowers.
It's just superpowers. That's it. Nothing else.
Dude, that's so good.
Dude, this is...
So tell us about, when you went with them, or, however you picked this out. What's that process like?
So it's actually pretty cool. I mean, we actually got... So when we get there, we got...
Did you go to the distillery?
Yeah, we went to Buffalo Trace, and then we actually did the tour with Freddie. Freddie Johnson. So it's actually pretty cool. He's an awesome human being, by the way. But yeah, he pretty much just does a quick tour, shows us around a little bit of everything, kind of like a different type of tour, because obviously we've been there a couple of times and all that stuff. So he shows us all behind the scenes and all that cool stuff, right? But when we got there, we actually did 3 picks. We did Buffalo Trace, which already came out, the Taylor single barrel, and then they have another one coming out. I want to say maybe for Christmas. I don't know. It should be coming out. And you guys will know what that is when it comes out.
Oh, I have a suspicion of what it might be. But
yeah, it's probably that dirty bird.
But it's actually a pretty cool process. They take us into one of the rick houses, and they have everything set up along the wall where all the barrels are and stuff. And they just literally have everything set up. They have 4 options, and they got you with all the papers in case you want to take notes about all the, what you taste, what you smell, the nose, the palate, all that good stuff. So it's a pretty neat process. And then Freddie does it with us as well. And then we just kind of go process of eliminations. So just your standard process when it comes to that. But it was a really cool experience. But it was tough because obviously I'm a little biased because I helped pick this, right? But This is extremely delicious, but the options were not easy at all.
Oh,
we made it to this bottle, for example, but it's not like these were okay. This was okay.
Like it could have been either way.
Yeah, the funny thing about it is, it was 4 of us. It was Mitch, Ayush, Lou, Corey, and me, and all 5 of us were literally like. It's not like we were looking at each other. It's like it was like because the way Mitch was doing it, he was just like, okay, everybody, 1, 2, 3. Which one do you like? And we would just like eliminate like that, and we were all on point with every single one, with every single point. So it was like
awesome.
It was like a unanimous decision for all of them. But again, it was a really good experience though.
I think if we went and did that, it wouldn't be unanimous.
No, it wouldn't.
It would be like, all right, we have 3 bottles, and we'd be like, what do you guys pick first? And you say 1, 2, 3, and then we get down to the next one, and then you 2 would agree, but I would disagree, and then we keep going. But
and then we would end up buying all 3 barrels.
I was gonna say leave with all 3 barrels. Yeah.
No, that's pretty cool. I mean, it is interesting to me with barrel picks how. I mean, Kenny's always has, I think, good barrel picks. So, yes. But like you go to some places and you can tell that some places are getting sort of the good barrels to pick from, and then others are not. And so I'm sure they were all good because Kenny's I feel like gets the good barrels.
Yeah, I think there's some of that, but I mean there is also a lot to the people who actually select the barrels, because when you go try 5 or 6 barrels, I mean it really does come down to that particular person's palate and how they, because I've had some store picks consistently from owners like, oh, I went up there and I did, they were all garbage, and you don't go over on bourbon barrels, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so it definitely is a palate deal. I think that's awesome that you had like multiple people kind of talking about it, because it is more difficult than you realize, because of the process, the location of the barrels. I mean, everything kind of plays into it. And
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
These are bottled and bond?
Yes.
Yeah. So is it's a registered facility and all that? Like the Rick House you went into? Or I don't know how all that works, but is that...
Yep.
Do they talk about that at all?
No, they don't really talk about it.
Because for bottled and bond, it has to be like inspected or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
but everything in there, I'm assuming, is going to be a bottled and bond.
Yeah, once it gets bottled, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, you know me. Like, I'm not going to slam Buffalo Trace on the podcast.
Don't say bottled and bond is a marketing
term.
Not
on this one. But
are you going to say it's a marketing term?
No, I'm just going to say that from
that's a federal law, John.
I think from
legally they can't do that, John.
Yeah, they can right now. The government's closed.
From a Buffalo Trace standpoint, I think this is a very good barrel select. I mean, it hits all the notes that you would want in a single barrel.
Yeah.
I will say single barrel is not my favorite E.H. Taylor, like of the single barrels I've had, but this one is probably one of the better ones I've had.
I agree. And if anybody out there that's viewing this or had an opportunity to try this bottle, would love to hear your comments and feedback on it, because we'd like to know, hey, is this a home run? What did you think compared to the standard offering for Buffalo Trace? In our opinion, I think collectively it's a little mixed. I mean, you know how I feel about Buffalo Trace, but this is a very good single barrel selection. I mean, I have nothing negative to say about it. I think it's on the nose, it's very good. On the palate, it's very good. Again, it's it's very good.
We have him on here to talk about how great of an experience it was, hoping Buffalo Trace might be listening in, and then John has to come in and basically ruin our chance to sponsorship. Thanks, John. What do they do with the bottles that you guys don't pick, though? Do they have other people come and sample those?
Yeah,
that's what they do.
I don't know.
But not everybody's there at the same time, though.
No.
So there must be an order to it too. Like you might have gotten bottles that other people try, or barrels that other people try.
100%. Yeah. 100%. Yes. No. So I don't know if they keep using the same barrels until they're all sold, right? Or if they just put them back and swap them out, or out of the 3 that we didn't pick, they swap out 2 or 1. I don't know what their thought process would be, but yeah, I mean, whatever we don't buy, not we, whatever they don't buy, they'll just on to the next one type of deal. Because I've heard it when I've gone to do barrel picks. I've heard it like, oh, such and such was here last week and they tried this and they didn't get this. Or you know what I mean? They mentioned it.
So I have a question, and this is a pretty technical question. So when you pick this barrel, because I've heard
it's technical because you're talking to an executive steward.
Yeah. You got to brush your shoulder off when you talk to me. All right.
Well, don't put it on.
So my question is, so when you because I've heard, I've never personally been on a. Well, actually, no, I have
You
been
did
on one barrel
for the
pick
bigs,
for
yeah.
St. Augustine. Yeah, it wasn't like that though. There was a lot more people involved. But so when you pick something like this, I've heard in the past from you guys doing the Eagle Rares and some of the other ones, when you try it, you basically try it at cask strength, right? Do they usually proof it down? So for example, for this one being bottled in bond, do you guys try it at cask strength and then they proof it down and then you try it again, or do you try it at cask strength and then they proof it down when the bottle comes out and then you try it and you're like, that's not what I remember.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
those would be very different tastes.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So at least the ones I've been a part of, the difference hasn't been that much. But yeah, they literally thieve it
Right out
and
of
they
the barrel.
pour it, and that's how we make the decision.
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting.
So-
So that's how you could pick a good one, but then if they proof it down,
Then it could
it
be
could not be so good.
when it's watered down.
Yeah. So I mean, I haven't had that luck or whatever with the ones I've done. But I think about the same thing. So I think, okay, we just thieve this on, let's just say March. Bottle's not gonna get here till, I don't know, September.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a few extra months in the barrel.
It could taste different.
But
That's
also,
right,
what's
know?
interesting is you're getting an opportunity, like, so for almost everybody else that does single barrel, you can only get it bottled in bond, so you can only try it at 100 proof.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all are trying bottles that, I mean, flavor profiles in a cask strength bottle that no one will ever be able
Try
to
it.
taste.
100%.
That's crazy.
Tax
Yeah.
whiskey.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's a unique side. I mean, I heard him say, it's like, yeah, it's, it's very good. Every pick I've done, he's like, yeah, I'm good at this. I was like, okay, all right.
He's like, I'm not gonna say I'm the driver, but
Yeah.
No. By no means.
This is very good though, and so I've had. I think, have you had the other one with me? The other one that's open?
So I've had
I've had 3 of these.
well, if
From
we're-
Kenny's?
Yeah.
No. This is the
Oh.
first Kenny's one.
Yeah. So I think we've had the Golden Ox.
Golden Ox,
that was good. That
Roasted
was
Spirit,
That was good. Roasted Spirit.
and then this one.
And then this one, yep. So I think for me, again, Johnny D's not a huge fan of Buffalo Trace. I think this is probably the best single barrel, store pick that I've had of the 3 that we've had here in Florida. And so I mean that says a lot, about Kenny's. It says a lot about Mario and the team that kind of picked this thing. So
Yep.
I mean I think it's great for what it is.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
I was gonna say,
there it is.
Hey,
there it is.
There it is.
Hey, I've seen from the other episodes you always spill it. I was seeing you slosh it around like a drunk toddler. I was like, it's only a matter of time.
I mean, I think in January there will be an episode coming out, and it's just gonna be one episode of him doing that every episode.
That's right.
Hey,
Yeah.
Because we'll have enough by then.
no,
Yeah.
you know what? You should just do like clips.
A compilation of it, yeah.
Yeah, but
compilation of
I
it.
will say though, speaking of Kenny's picks and speaking of Mario selecting bottles, the Buffalo Trace that Kenny's had out is phenomenal.
Yes.
And I don't say that often. Like I said, I'm not a huge Buffalo Trace kind of. I don't push bottles, but it was one of the best picks I've had in probably 4 or 5 years. So for me, that's worth talking about.
It is
And,
good.
yeah, and for Mario to be a part of it, I mean, it makes sense to me because I mean the single barrel is good. The Buffalo Trace was phenomenal for the price point. So I mean, kudos to those guys because so far it's been a great year of picks at Kenny's, and like I said, we want to give all the credit to those guys for putting the time in. And I know it's rough having to go up there and sample bottles and all that fun stuff.
Hey, I'm just grateful I was given the opportunity to go more than once.
So, did you go like on behalf of Lucia Bourbon Society, or how does that work?
I mean, yes and
Yeah,
no. I mean, me and Corey went with them, but it's
Because there's been a
it's
couple of
Kenny's
bottles that you guys have done where it's a collaboration and it's a Kenny's pick with BBS.
Yeah.
There are some that are
those
just
really
BBS too, right?
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, the I think
Like
the
the Bees
Starlight.
Nuts. The Bees Nuts.
the
The
Bees
Bees Nuts. Yeah, so that's a Starlight. So no, I'm glad you mentioned that because to what you were saying earlier, John, about the different palettes and all that stuff, how how you're picking something that's kind of hard, because everybody's got such different flavor profiles. That's exactly what happened when we were picking the Bees Nuts for Starlight. We were in between 3 of like the micro barrels, mini barrels, whatever they call them, right? And they were all honey finishes, right? Obviously, Bees Nuts.
Those are good.
And we ended up being between barrel 2 and barrel 3, right? All the people that were there. My personal preference, I like barrel 3 the most. We picked barrel 2. But when we were having the conversation, in my eyes, it made sense because literally the way I even phrased it was, for like an average drinker or whatever, 2 made more sense.
Yeah.
It's just for me, 3 was maybe a little bit more on the sweeter side, so it might not be for everybody's palate. You know what I mean?
So if I liked it, I'm like average. Is that what I'm hearing?
I knew
I
knew that was gonna come.
Yeah,
I knew that
because
was
I
gonna
did
come.
like it. I bought a bottle. In fact, I'm pretty sure I got charged an extra $10. Thanks, Corey.
It was a donation, Joe.
It was a donation.
It was a donation,
That's
bro.
why I didn't mind. Otherwise, I would have been like, yes, I definitely want my money back.
All the
No,
money goes-
I would buy another bottle at the same price.
All the money goes to a charity, but
That's
he's
right.
complaining about $10.
No, man, like Volusia, like huge shout out to Volusia Bourbon Society, man. They do awesome stuff, awesome events. You guys have one coming up?
Yeah. December 12th, we have the Bourbon and Bow Ties.
We will be there.
Yeah.
Do I have to wear a bow tie?
If you want to.
What if I don't? Will you let me in?
At least you'll have some bourbon.
You know what? You know what'd be crazy, Joe? we ought to get
Whiskey Wiseman bow ties.
bow ties.
Oh, man.
Right.
And we
And
do-
shirts.
and custom button-up shirts for ties and bow ties.
I'm gonna be there.
Awesome,
I'm gonna be there.
You know, no joke. You know what you guys should do? You guys probably have enough time. Get like the blazer for the suit.
Like
but
that.
make it say Whiskey Wiseman all over, like old plaster over
You
it,
saw our
but-
shirts at the golf
But
tournament.
have faces of all 3 of you.
No, but
like
you
your actual faces, like
Oh,
pictures
yeah.
of your faces
Oh,
all
that's
over,
right, yeah.
plaster all over.
That would be
That'd
pretty
be
cool.
What do you think of our shirts in the golf tournament?
I like them. I'm still waiting for mine.
Oh, we could get one like this. That's what we could do for our guests, dude. We could get
every
we could
time
have
they
a
get
shirt made every
yeah.
time. Oh, yeah.
Give them a Glen and a
idea.
t-shirt, bro.
You can see we're building the plane while we're flying it, but you know,
We're still on the air.
because we don't have a shirt for you, bro. I'm sorry, we didn't think about it until just now.
It's all good. It's all good.
No, we appreciate you coming on.
Absolutely. I appreciate the opportunity, man. I mean, it's-
Yeah. So the bourbon and bow ties. I mean, what is what all is it? Just a dinner, and they have like some fundraising, like for bottles and different things.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of everything, right? Obviously, it's a dinner. They do raffles, they do live auctions. They're gonna have a bar there with obviously a bunch of bourbon to offer, and things like that. And then we're still working on a couple other details about additional things that we might do. So which obviously we'll keep that on the
Where is it at?
Sugar Mill
Oh,
Country Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be 6 to 10 on December 12th. And I believe we'll probably start releasing tickets for sale. I want to say in the next
Soon.
probably. Yeah,
So-
probably. Yeah.
In the next couple weeks, maybe.
Mid November, probably like.
They're commentating on
12 or
on my
14.
editing speed for those
That's
who are
right.
listening.
Yeah.
But which is
if he's
why-
fast,
which
in a
in
couple
all-
of
in
days,
all-
if
in
he's
all-
slow tomorrow.
in all honesty, y'all should be appreciative because we've been putting out episodes every week. So
That's right.
not everybody appreciates the amount of grit that goes into making these.
Yeah,
But
hey,
it ain't easy.
I do, bro. I can barely edit when I'm texting. Okay.
Do we do the slow claps? We do the slow claps.
No.
Yeah.
We're gonna do golf claps.
Look. Here's what I appreciate. I appreciate when people talk about how easy it is when they're not the ones doing it.
Listen, the last person you
Hey,
want
I know
editing or
all
getting
about
anywhere
that.
near a computer is this guy right here.
I know all about that, man.
I can build whatever you want,
and he will
but
tell
don't
you.
ask me to go.
He will tell you it's
computer.
easy though.
Yeah.
I will. Yeah.
Hey,
Only-
I can break a bottle and put it in a frame, but don't
It's
ask me to edit this
easy.
video.
Man. Listen, talk of everything. Like what's happening?
Yeah,
here,
why are you
bro?
gues so slow?
I'm
You're on a
done.
podcast with no. Yeah, we're all done.
Dude,
What are you doing?
Do you
man?
not like it?
Oh, we don't have the bucket. There's no bucket. We knew there were no bucket pours on these ones. So.
Yeah, there's no
bucket
way.
pours. We
Yeah.
didn't bring it out.
We didn't even bring the
Wait,
bucket out.
actually, at
because
this
we knew it
point,
wasn't
for
I
those
didn't even notice.
for those who are new,
pace myself.
we've only had one bucket pour
Yes.
out of the all these. So and what was it again?
It was the Penelope Project X.
That was a little overreaction.
No, I still think it was a bucket pour. It
Hey,
was
they just
Penelope
had the-
Project X from a store in California, not Kenny.
Yeah, but Kenny's
that's
did
what
have
we
a
got in
Project
Cali.
X.
Yeah. It was the PX Cherry though, right?
Something. No, I don't remember
It's
what.
up here.
What's the
It's
PX
right
Cherry?
there. Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, it's right
Whatever
there.
that is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's bad, but it was horrible.
Whatever. That,
Oloroso Cherry Cats and not
Yeah.
PX. Yeah.
that shit was terrible.
That's why I was.
And
That's
listen,
why. Yeah.
we love Penelope.
I do. I have, like,
we love Penelope on this.
All
Whiskey
the
Wiseman.
Cooper series. I mean, yeah, like
Yeah,
there's.
it really it broke my heart down to like I was.
It
you
was
know,
sad. I mean, because
It
like
was.
even the weeded, which is only like $40,
Yeah.
superb.
Yeah.
I mean, for yeah, for source juice, like they do a great job, I think, at Penelope.
Yeah, no, I mean, when I first heard about Penelope, Project X, I was a little hesitant because all I had heard was like, oh, this is not good, this is horrible, this sucks. Then you got the one from Cali, you're like, oh my god, this is trash. And then I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to try one.
I have a whole, in my collection, I got a whole shelf of just Penelope bottles. And like, I don't have a whole lot of whole shelves for any of the, it's like Buffalo Trace, and then Penelope.
It's good, and the pick that Kenny's did is really, really good, and I believe they got another one coming.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I picked up the pick from Kenny's.
Yeah, but they got another one. I think it's a PX Sherry Cast that they got coming.
Yeah, actually, when I picked that one up from Kenny's, that was the same day they dropped the Buffalo Trace, that store pick. And I walked in, and they're like, 80% of our sales are just Buffalo Trace and Project X store pick. I'm like, makes sense.
Yeah, man. Like John said, that Buffalo Trace was again, not. I'm a little biased, right? But I mean, it was really, really good pick. I mean, for the price, dude. I mean,
yeah,
really,
it's like $30 bucks.
Yeah,
it doesn't even mark it up, dude.
Like, it was great.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of unique pours, and we call the next one Elijah Craig 18.
we got some stories about Elijah Craig 18.
Yeah,
I love like Knob 18 and Elijah Craig 18 are like tops for me in terms of stuff that you can walk in, not to every store, but you can find them. You can find them.
Yeah,
you know.
I agree.
You know, the thing about Elijah Craig for me personally is that most of their normal bottles, like some of the ones
I don't
we
like
had
Elijah Craig
somewhere
either.
back
I'm with
there,
you, Mike.
Like to me, they're okay. Some of the picks are really good, but I don't know what they did to this 18.
It's a crazy. It's the same mash bill.
I don't know what they did to this, but I could be a little biased, like he said, because this was the bottle, believe it or not, that got me into bourbon. And it was all your fault, John.
That's right.
Dude, you started at that? That's insane.
At this, yeah. Well, because of him. Look who I was hanging out with.
Yeah.
You know,
that's why this is the way it is.
You got me over here. How did you start? You know, with the
Maker
reserve and
Mark.
Bullet Rye. You know,
I'm
Angel's Envy.
Angel's Envy was mine. That was it. I was like, oh,
Angel's Envy
so
is trash.
No, not all of it. I
Listen,
still, honestly, I
started
can
with
still
this.
sip Angel's Envy. There's just so much better stuff.
I went from Jack and Coke, like, regularly, to going to John's house. I've told this story in the past, so I'll make it quick. But I went to John's house, been what now, 3 years now? 4 years, whatever. Yeah. And I was a Jack and Coke guy until then. And then John had a bottle of this, because at the time, that same Christmas time, it was you and your wife's 18th wedding anniversary.
That's right.
And he had a bottle of this, and he's like, oh, try this, Mike. And it was my first time ever having a whiskey or bourbon, anything neat. And I was like, what am I doing here? And then I had it, and I was like, and I remember looking at you going like, what the hell is this? And he's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, that's freaking really good. Yeah. And ever since then, I have a special place.
You want to know? You want to know what John gave me? Just so you tell who he likes better.
Did he give you some Bickle?
You know what my first? No. Do you know what my first foray into this with John was? Old Elk. Old Elk, and not like a special, like a cigar blend or anything. No, just regular Old Elk. It was actually around the same time because I did try that after. But
Old Elk.
We're in the
trash,
store.
John. What are you
we're in the store. I'm
Elk?
looking at all this stuff. You know, looking on the shelf, all this stuff.
No,
and there's an Old Elk.
I wouldn't drink it.
Yeah, there's an Old Elk like holiday pack. That tells you a lot, right? Holiday pack. So it had. First of all,
hey, John's like, hey, you get a free cup.
Yeah.
No. Holiday Company probably kept the cup, didn't he?
No,
He just gave you the
no,
bottle.
there was no cup. It was just the bottle and the topper. Now the topper was pretty cool. The topper is actually an Old Elk, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So I don't know anything. So I'm just like, I don't know, is this like any good? Like, and man, John will tell you stuff is good just to watch you buy it for his humor.
He'll just look at you. Hey, this is great, and he just looks at you.
So I'm thinking, first of all, this is the most I've ever spent on whiskey ever, right? And it's not a lot. Mm-hmm. I mean, now obviously I spent a lot more of it, but at the time I'm walking out with that box like, dude, I'm so glad I got this guy on my side who knows the good stuff. I can't wait to break this open when I get home. It's gonna be delicious.
Yeah, but hey, on the second story,
trash.
I still have that bottle. We should do it as a memorial. And we could actually do this bottle and that bottle, and we could be like, this is the one John introduced Mike to, but this is the one John introduced Joe to.
No,
that's right.
So the reality is, he was wanting to buy something, and he didn't want to spend a lot of money. And I was like, oh, well, this is
I
cool.
just didn't know if I was going to be into it.
Yeah, he's like, this is a cool collector's deal because you got the deal. And I'm like, either way, if he doesn't like it or if he does, it's going to look cool on the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
But then I hooked you up when we were at Total Wine, and they found randomly bottles of Buffalo Trace.
Because he acted like this was like a prized possession. When I didn't know you could walk into any Kenny's and find it.
Yeah, and so it's like, oh, I'll take a Buffalo Trace. So I grabbed it, and Joe's like, oh my god. And I was like, Joe, you want it? I was like, here, you take it. I was like, is this Buffalo Trace? He's like, for real? You'll let me buy the Buffalo? Oh, John is the best friend in the world.
Yeah. Come to find out 2 months later, when I figured out you could buy Buffalo Trace at any independent liquor store for about less than I paid for that one. Actually, I told him why.
Hey, but it's like a kid that goes into the candy store. It's like, you don't want to tell that kid no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you know what really like solidified it though is that when I got up to the cash register and I was checking out, the cashier goes, "Where'd you find this? Well, I didn't even know we had this.
Oh, yeah,
my
right.
boyfriend's gonna be so excited."
Oh, yeah.
And so I was thinking, "Oh my, this must." I was thinking it's a pappy.
He was like, hell yeah.
I just gave me a pappy. I didn't even know what a pappy was at the time, but that's in my head. That's what it was. That's how hard it was to find.
That's funny.
So yeah.
But, but like you, I mean, to me, Elijah
It's so
Craig
good,
18
dude.
is
And I don't like any
it's
other
on the top for me.
Yeah, it's
For
good
sure.
stuff, dude.
Yeah, I like that juice a lot.
This is 90 proof. I, for a while, thought that was a little bit higher than that. It's only 90
It's
proof.
perfect.
Cheers.
I don't know if you had this one. Yeah, I mean, this is one of those guys
So
that just,
good, dude.
I mean,
So
this
good.
this again, we talk about special episodes. This is, we did a one of a kind Kenny's pick, and then we moved to the Elijah Craig 18. I mean, just goes to show you, how bourbon kind of brings people together.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of speaking on that, we're gonna get into what really Mario's here for is that.
Drink bourbon.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to take his shirt off.
I mean, you don't have to be on the podcast. Hey, you don't have to be on the podcast to drink bourbon with us, bro.
That's right. But no, his art, which is Broken Bottle Full Glen. We'll have the link on Instagram. Mike is going to show you one of his
This stuff's
masterpieces.
awesome.
He did an Elijah Craig 18, which is one of the reasons why we opened the Elijah Craig 18.
That was one of the
We'll
first
zoom
ones
this
he did
in.
for
We'll
you,
take
right?
a picture and zoom it in
Yeah.
so they can see it.
Yeah, this is one of the
Is that
most
epoxy?
unique and
Epoxy
special art pieces. If you have a bar in your house and you're a bourbon guy, if you don't have 2 or 3 of these of your favorite bottles, I don't know what you're doing. Like
John,
you
point on
really
the wall
don't have
because they can't see it, but we got more on the
Yeah,
wall.
we-
Yeah, they can see.
have-
They can see a couple of those.
Yeah,
on
so
there.
we have them here, and then also at our homes we have them because this is such high quality.
Thank you.
It is such good work, and to have this in your bar to show people when you have people coming over, it makes a difference. I mean, I guess for me, it's like Mario talk to us about this process and how
At a high level, just because I know they're going to get the visual, but before he gets
Yeah.
into that,
Yeah.
it's a broken bottle that's then epoxied with the cork and labels and all that stuff onto a frame. I mean, it's amazing. It's just
My thing about this is like the way I don't know if you use magic or unicorns or what to like break this bottle, but the way you break it and put it on the frame. Like it looks like the bottle is like
It was-
like
it
3D,
was, like, crunched into the frame.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
breaking out, like blew up out of it, and it's just it. So talk about the process, but I think
because the
it's
labels
amazing.
labels don't get like distorted. I'm looking at that E.H. Taylor over there. That label's intact.
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously Broken Bottle it's not a perfect art, obviously. It's just
Let me see that one.
with time I've obviously evolved the way I do things. I'm pretty much a perfectionist when it comes to it, and so with stuff like that where you can't really control it because you're breaking a bottle, so you can't really tell it how to break or where to break. So that's the biggest issue I have with it. But I try to be careful with it because the way I start the process is when I'm going to break it is I always do the bottom, right? Because once the bottom cracks, it obviously loosens it up or makes everything else vulnerable or whatever you want to call it, right? And then I start hitting it in certain spots in the body of the bottle so it breaks. But I hit it I'll hit it once and I'll see how it cracks, right? And then after I see how it cracks, I'll then shift the bottle and I hit it somewhere else, right? If it's labels, this one's not that much because Elijah Craig is obviously in the actual glass.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that much of label, but for example, the Taylor, it's a lot of label. It's not in the bottle.
Yeah.
So I'll see how it cracks, right? If I like how it cracked, but the label is what's keeping it together, I'll grab a box cutter, and I'll literally go on the edge of where it's broken with the glass, and I'll start cutting little by little. That's why when you see this,
That's cool.
it's cut, but it doesn't look like
It's not ripped.
and it doesn't look bad like I just yanked it, right?
Yeah.
So that's the process I do with that type of stuff, and then even at some points I'll even like kind of like, you know, like comb it over the edge so it just looks like smooth type of deal, because I try to make it as smooth as possible, because I know it's a broken bottle and it's not supposed to be perfect, but I try to make the picture as clear as possible as I can on the frame, because at the end of the day, yeah, it's a broken bottle, but I want you to at least be able to tell, is that Elijah Craig or what the heck is that? What you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I strive for. As long as you can at least tell what it is and it kind of makes sense of what I put together, then, you know, I'm happy with it.
Well, I mean, the way I look at it, Mario, I mean, it's imperfect perfection, right?
Thank
I mean,
you.
that's
Thank you.
kind of the way to, you know, I guess a good phrase for it is that, you know, with the broken deal, I mean, like I said, guys, if you haven't seen this and you haven't kind of experienced this, I mean, we're going to put some pictures. I hope we can do it justice. But seeing these things,
I think I don't think pictures do it justice.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's absolutely amazing.
So then you break the bottle, right? And then you also make this frame, don't you?
So I don't make the frame. So I buy the frame, but the frame that I buy, the background on it is white, and then the actual wood is just like your regular unfinished, like light brown color. So what I do is I paint it black, and then I do a clear coat, because if you just paint it, this will be like really sticky.
Yeah.
So again, me trying to be the perfectionist or whatever, because I want to make it as nice as possible.
I
for
think
the
that comes
customer.
through. Yeah.
You know,
Like your perfectionism comes through.
well, and that's my thing. Like, I mean, obviously, I don't sell this for a lot of money or anything like that. But I mean, it's
You
still,
bought your beach house with
it's
it,
still
right?
He wishes.
You know what I mean? But you know, if you're talking about Barbie's dream house, yeah, I got that one. So
He's like, I got to pay for baby food with this. Hey, if you're a listener, make sure you hit him up.
right, you can pay me in diapers.
So you break the bottle, you do all this, you put it in here, and then the top coat is what? Epoxy?
So yes, it's epoxy resin, but with, like, for example, for the ones that I do like this, I do it in layers. So I'll do the blue first, and then I'll splatter the gold. I'll let it dry, right? I'll put some pieces of the glass in there, because if it's drying, I want it to dry with the glass so it holds it, right? And then after that, I'll put the rest of the pieces, if there's anything outside of that color epoxy, and then I'll pour a full coat of the regular clear epoxy.
So how long does like one of those take?
So it depends, which is why, again, you guys laugh at me, right?
When do we laugh at you?
All the time.
6 months.
Oh no! I don't mean how slow are you. I mean like how long does one of those take?
About as fast as you're
I mean
editing.
I know.
Bang, bang!
I didn't hear what you said at the end.
About as fast as you're editing.
Well, hey, some things are hard. You know? These guys don't understand it, but some things take time. You know. Hey, to make something beautiful takes time. You know?
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it took my mom 9 months to make. No, so it's what I tell everybody. Once I have the idea of what I want to do, it really doesn't take me long. It's just the problem. I got people like Mike and now like you, where, yes, you're like, oh, be as creative as you can. I don't care. Go as crazy as you can. So my mind is like trying to think, how can I take this to the next level? Like, what can I do? I don't want to do it.
You do that for me? Yeah. I appreciate that, bro.
Wait, listen. I push boundaries, all right? It's all about challenges. And
Hey, I
pushing
know how
boundaries.
tough he can be. Don't worry. I work with him on this
so-
podcast.
So that's why it takes me longer. Like, if you guys were just like super, and I don't want to say bland, because everybody has their opinions and their what they like.
Well, the key is everybody has a different bar. You're right. They want a different theme. They want a different look. Right?
I mean, some people like it more.
I mean, Mario saw our
colors,
process in here because he saw where the sausage was made.
I almost
It
walked
took-
out.
yeah, he's like,
it was going to be another special episode.
it took 20 minutes for Mike to level the camera. So,
Hey, that's y'all's fault, you know?
But I mean, because to me personally, at least for you guys, I try to go as all out as I can. But to me, also, certain bottles, I feel like it should just be the regular clear epoxy.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah, and to be honest with you, like that handy, because I was just looking at right now, and the Taylor one has, other colors. The handy one, I feel like I agree with you. In some bottles, you almost want the bottle by itself to be like the statement. So talk about that. We actually mentioned this at the Jack Daniels episode when we gave you our first shout out on this. But
Thank you.
so the reason I love this, not only because it's awesome and amazing, and I think you do a great job, and I support the homies and all that, but to me, for the longest time, I was always very hesitant on finishing a bottle because I've always said it. To me, every bottle has a story, right? So like this, I can always share with John, and every time I see an Elijah Craig 18, I think of that story. Every time I see this now, I'll think of this story of you picking it and whatever. Mm-hmm. And that goes.
What's our story?
Our story? I have a lot of stories with that. Like
Stag Junior.
I don't know if it's podcast appropriate, that story.
Yeah, we have a lot. So again, I have, like, for me, I always think, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure for you and you guys are the same thing.
Yeah, old elk.
Exactly. So see, that's exactly my point. So every bottle you think of, you can think of some kind of memory, whether positive or negative, whatever. Mostly positive, I hope. But so for me, I always, every bottle that I had, like for example this one, like when it gets down to like way down here, before I met Mario and saw what he can do, I was always very hesitant on finishing the bottle because I felt like once you finish that bottle, it's like, what do you do with it? You can't really keep it. I mean, I guess you could keep it empty, but people are going to look at you weird, and it's like, why are you keeping that empty? And then, so you end up throwing it away.
Yep.
For me, it's like, once I discovered this and you and whatever, it's like, now you can have this made, and you can literally put this on your wall, like, forever, and you will always have those memories in a nice artwork.
It really kind of made me a little sad, because Mike used to have like 1,000 bottles, and now all we have left is this because he's trying to finish them so fast just so he can get them to you.
Soon we're going to have more frames than actual bottles.
But I do agree. I mean, with Mike on this, I mean, it does kind of encapsulate like memories, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely.
like when you have your bar and you have something like this and you have it up there, when you have friends over, family over, you're like, hey, look at this, and let me tell you the story about this bottle, right?
Yeah.
Let me tell you the story about how we got this. How
Yep.
it is. Again, we talk about it. We kid each other and we joke, but really, bourbon is friends, family,
Brings
and,
people
and,
together.
and memories, right?
Yep.
Because the thing about it is, we can't take anything with us, so it's like share as much as you can.
And these guys know
Enjoy
I
it.
will open any bottle
Yes.
ever,
Same
Yep.
here.
no matter what,
That's right.
on my shelf for
Same
these
here.
guys.
Absolutely.
Not for everybody. Some people, it's like they just remember that. But for these guys,
of being thankful, like Joe's talking about, because we want everybody to enjoy it. I think Mario has a couple special thank yous for Joe and Money Mike here that they're gonna open up here on the podcast. Again, I'll sit in the corner quietly.
I don't know about no special
I don't think it's
thank
mine.
yous.
Oh, well, I think it is.
I think it's yours.
No, I think it's yours.
Hey, but
It's gonna be the Whiskey
hey,
Wiseman. We'll put it right.
But speaking of that, right before we get into that, so thank you, John. But before we get into that, I mean, when I first started this, it was because of that same exact reason. Because I've been drinking whiskey for about probably 20 years, right? Yes.
You're only
Bro, you're like 25. What are you talking about?
Hey, you look 30, bro. you might have a problem.
He started drinking whiskey at 5.
So I've probably been drinking whiskey for about 20 years, but I've been strictly doing bourbon probably about 4 or 5, right? But it was the same thing. Like, I went down the rabbit hole, right? And I was like, okay, what do I do with these empty bottles? Same exact thing. Like, so I literally, that's how it all started. That's how Broken Bottle Full Glen started. I was like, I don't know what to do with these bottles. And then I saw a random video on TikTok of some dude in his fancy-ass apartment doing the same thing I do for this really expensive bottle of champagne. I was like, I can do that.
And then I'll get that dude's fancy apartment.
Yeah.
I'm not
It
there
didn't
yet.
work out that way.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. But yeah, I mean, so that's literally how it started. And then I posted on the Facebook page for Revolution Bourbon Society, and then he hit me up, and then Dustin hit me up. Shout out to Dustin as well. Thank you if you're watching. Because, like, again, to what we were talking about earlier, it's to capture those special moments. You were one of the first people to hit me up, and so was Dustin. Dustin literally said, hey, I got this bottle of expensive champagne. It's the bottle that me and my wife drank when we bought our first home.
There you go.
And it was literally like probably the first bottle I did, and I'm like, this is my first bottle I'm doing. This guy's trusting
better not
me.
mess this up.
You know what I mean? This guy's trusting me with this bottle.
He could get divorced if I mess this up.
You know, it was a bottle of Cristal, which they drank. You know,
Nice.
as a congrats to themselves because they bought their first home together.
And before you, they was probably up on the counter, dusty as hell.
Yeah,
and now,
because they bought the house a few years ago.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I had posted, he's like, "Yo, I got the bottle." And I was like all nervous and stuff. I was talking to my wife about it. I was like, "Babe, like, what do you think? Should I do this? Should I do?" Like, I was all nervous about it because again, I appreciate the trust, but at the same time, I know how special that bottle is. So I don't want to do a bad job, and then I'll give it to you, be like, "Hey," and then you'd be like, "Oh my god, that sucks." You know what I mean? Because I would feel bad.
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
I mean, thankfully Dustin loved it, and I know he's got a couple on the pipeline.
And then also you're like, I broke your bottle. Sorry.
Hey,
They're like, this would have looked better intact on my shelf, empty.
Yeah.
you know,
the good thing is you can drop a bottle and not feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Because you can be like, oh, I'll just throw it on the thing.
so when I started this whole, I mean, I don't know if you want to call it a company, right? But I mean, once I started this whole Endeavor, right? When I started this whole thing, these guys have been probably the main support, you know, with all the bottles that they give me every time I finish a bottle. Hey, make this for me, make this for me, make this for me. So, I mean, I have a lot to do for them. I really do.
We no pressure though. We're like, yo, bro, when you get
busy,
around
bro.
it.
We keep you
Honestly,
busy.
I would rather you prioritize other people's stuff because we're friends.
Yeah, we'll wait.
Yeah.
No, and I really appreciate that, and I know that. But I mean, just as a thank you, I mean, I wanted to come to the podcast to at least give you guys, one for you guys, because again, literally, you guys have single-handedly made this into what it is. I mean, it's not like it's a big thing right now, but I mean, to what it is right now, you guys literally.
I mean, it probably will be because after it hits this podcast, we have like
We
there's
have-
probably 2 regular listeners, so you might get
I mean, you're probably going to get at least 15 sales. I mean.
right. So I mean, I have at least one for each. So that's what I brought out. So who wants to go first?
John.
Yeah, let's do John.
No, it's not for me. This is for Joe and for Money.
Nah,
Mike.
man, this is for the Whiskey Wiseman, bro.
Alright, so
Let Joe open
I'm
it,
gonna
'cause-
do Joe first.
Yeah, Joe's in
Alright.
the green shirt because he's in the money. He's in the money
So
shot.
so I did this one special for you.
Oh,
Because I know you're such a big FSU fan.
Oh,
you don't listen to
Oh,
podcasts
man.
at all, bro.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
Hang on.
I know you're a big Knowles fan, so I wanted you. Hey, if anybody's wondering at home who did this beautiful wrapping, it was done by me.
I mean,
Oh, there
look,
you
you
go.
can even see half of the gift is exposed, so you know it was a good time. When half the
You know a man wrapped that when you
And
see
also,
it. When you
when
see
they-
Peter's
Hey,
face.
hey, listen, you caveman. Just
Yeah,
peel
that's
the,
right. When
peel
they,
the
when
fucking
they
thing
use
back.
blue masking tape.
Jesus.
Hey,
Gotcha.
I'm not a perfectionist like you. I just, dude, that is, dude, that's,
Oh shit,
dude,
dude!
I want to cry,
What? Look at that, bro.
dude. That is awesome.
That's got the UCF night on
yeah,
it.
dude. I seriously,
Holy shit, dude!
hold that up, man.
That's fucking
Dude,
awesome.
That's awesome.
Hey.
Thanks, man.
Oh,
Hey.
That's awesome.
Dude, you
Hey.
see it?
Holy
Look.
Hey,
cow.
we won't.
That
Hey,
is awesome.
we won't turn off the lights now, but that UCF night glows in the dark.
Oh,
damn,
dude, that's awesome.
Look, I'm gonna be honest
Wow.
and say I was gonna leave that here, but I'm probably not gonna do
He's
that.
like, nope,
I'm probably taking it home.
dude.
That's pretty awesome, dude.
Dude, that's fucking
So-
awesome, dude.
So I went a little
Right?
bit light on the whole extra stuff in the background because I wasn't sure how much of that stuff you liked.
Dude,
But
that's
now
awesome.
that we talked,
Dude.
Dude, man, that's awesome. Dude, that looks awesome. That's even gold in the back, though.
yeah, I did gold for the UCF nights.
Dude, that's
Obviously,
awesome.
you know, I wasn't
Dude,
sure.
so how'd you do the night thing? Like, what the that
Bro.
that looks fucking awesome,
Bro,
dude.
so-
look, he took his hat off. He's
Bro.
like,
Yeah,
hang on, I got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, let's get
So
rid of
that
it.
made
hey,
me cry. You know?
That's
So
awesome,
that's pretty
dude.
Hey, I'll tell you the whole story because I like to give shout outs where shout outs are due.
Dude, that's beautiful.
I did a bottle for Ian, which is a friend of ours. He works at Port Orange Tattoo. He gave me a bottle of Blanton's straight from the barrel because it's what he drank at his wedding, and he wanted me to do it for a special occasion, right? And we were talking again. Even though I've done a bunch of these already, I still get a little bit nervous when they're special bottles because, again, I know they're special. I don't want to ruin them because it's only the one bottle, right?
Sure.
So we were talking, and he goes, yeah, man, I mean, if you could just do like a heart behind it, that would be awesome. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I bought this like heart little silicone like outline or whatever, but it was literally just like a heart like this, and you fill it. And then I was thinking, okay, I'll fill it. I'll do some cool rose gold because obviously, you know, his and hers plus the colors on the stripe from the barrel bottle. So I sent him pictures. He was like, yeah, but I mean, I was kind of thinking something like this, totally different from what I did, right?
Yeah.
And he literally sent me a picture of like the heart, but it was just literally just like a little silhouette, you know. And I'm like, okay, yeah, no problem, I got you, bro. Now I know what you want. And I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to do this freaking heart for this guy, right? Yeah. And I'm like, you know what? I got a pretty steady hand, you know what I mean? I'll try to just freehand the heart. Mm-hmm. So I bought this really big like pad silicone because when the epoxy resin dries, you can just peel it off, right?
Yeah.
So I just buy this big ass pad. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna freehand it a couple of times, see if it comes good. I'll just go ahead and do that, bro. I fucking freehand that stuff. It looked like I was having an earthquake while being treated for Parkinson's. I was like, nope, this is definitely not gonna work. I'm gonna have to pay him to take this thing if I right. So I was like, oh man, I was like, what do I do? I was like, it's already been a few months, like, and the guy was like super patient about it. You know, he hit me up a few months after, just kind of like checking in. He was super patient about it, which I'm really, really, really grateful. But I was trying to figure out like, what do I do to make this heart? So I went back to the conversation that we had, found the picture of what the actual heart that he wanted, printed it out, pretty big. If you've seen the Instagram, you'll see the bottle. So I printed it out, and it was actually a decent size because it was almost the size of the frame, but it was like the perfect size for what I was trying to do. So I literally grab it, I cut the silhouette, right, and then I just bought Elmer's glue stick and I put it on the frame, and then I just bought I went to Michael's and I bought the little like containers so we can like do for the icing for cakes.
Yeah.
That has the really little tiny.
Yeah.
So I did that and I literally poured what I wanted and I just literally just went like this, and I did the freaking heart.
Yeah.
Until it like came out, and then I put the bottle and then I did the whole thing, which is literally what I did, which it was a pain in the ass for your fucking use.
Yeah, I bet, dude. Because you did it pretty perfectly.
Dude, that's fucking perfect,
like,
dude.
Yeah.
Like that looks like
dude,
that
it looks like nitro,
you,
bro.
That looks like you took like an actual picture and
or like one of those. What do you call it? Like a tracer that you.
Yeah, I don't.
So I printed out
perfect.
I printed out the picture and then I started cutting. Like everything is its own piece. Like the eyes are their own piece. These little things are their own piece. I even have the little like 4-star thing down here that I covered, but it's there. This is its own piece. Like it's just bro. I was
That's
like,
dope.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you know, for you guys, I mean, I think, you know, sometimes the camera doesn't do justice. Other times, like
we'll take pictures of that and
this is, I mean, awesome. I mean,
it is awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. And you know, again, the UCF touch. You know, we are.
That was a nice touch. I was not expecting that, bro.
Yeah, me neither, dude. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Hey, perfectionist.
That's right.
I'm just sad that it's not going to be at the studio. It's going to be at his house.
The good news is, like, for you guys that are listening, is like, hey, if you guys want this, then you can reach out to Mario and you can customize.
That's right.
You can have your story reflected in whatever you want out of that bottle.
And if you don't know your story, he'll figure it out for you.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean that's the beauty of an artist and what we're seeing here, because I mean this is again I'm afraid that my words don't do it justice, because this is absolutely amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
Much appreciated, guys.
But yeah, so now we're gonna move to the man himself, Money Mike.
No, that's not mine. That's John's, isn't it?
Yeah,
or is that mine or is that his?
No, that's yours.
I don't know. I can't keep track with you guys.
I think it's Money Mike because he's right in front of the camera.
Yeah, Mike just brings in bottles and he's like, I don't know who this is.
So
it doesn't have a name on it. It's painter tape, Mike.
I know, I got it. I deal with painter tape all the time.
Doesn't look like you do.
I think.
Whoa, dude, that looks awesome. Amazing.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Hey,
Money Mike.
That's trash.
Old Fitz.
Hey. Hey,
Holy crap! Dude.
Hey, you know what was this guy from OxyClean?
Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean.
No,
OxyClean?
OxyClean.
OxyClean.
OxyClean. I don't know OxyClean.
Hold,
What
turn
was
it
the
around
guy-
so the viewers
Mike,
can see it, bro.
Mike Mays, what was his name?
Oh yeah, Mike Mays.
He goes,
Yeah.
But wait, there's more.
Oh,
There's more.
Right? Hey,
Oh.
hey, check
Oh
this out.
shoot. Oh!
Holy crap, dude!
He
What
put
the
some
hell?
LEDs in there.
Whoa.
That's pretty awesome. That's gonna look awesome, dude.
Dude!
So you're like experimenting now. You're like, I'm gonna
That's
up
why
my
I
game.
told you guys.
Yeah.
Before we did the podcast, I was like, hey, I'm experimenting for the first time with that glow in the dark.
Dude, it's
cool,
great
man.
'cause it's like
And
like green, gold, and then the red is like the letters.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
That's why I did it that way. I know it looks kind of Christmassy, but that's why I did it.
No, it looks
The
awesome.
green
No,
with
I
the
think
gold.
it's fucking
Also,
amazing.
the holidays are coming up,
That's what I was
bro.
gonna say. 'Tis the season.
Yeah.
'Tis the season. Yeah.
It'll be out before the holidays.
John, you have to put this in your house.
This is. I mean, honestly, this.
You
is,
have to put that at your
Yeah,
house.
this is a great. I don't know if you guys. I mean, again, the camera doesn't do justice to the colors. I mean, it's just. I mean, even in the light here, when I'm moving it, I mean, this is crazy. And this
We
is,
got to get some pictures maybe off with the lights off or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And the thing about it is,
got
this
some.
is a very special bottle. This is Old Fitz 10-year spring of 23, I believe. I'm looking at the cork, and this is probably one of the first bottles of Old Fitz that we had here in Florida.
I can put that in
that we
there.
picked up.
I can put that in there. Just send it to me.
Yeah,
Dude, look, John, this is it at night.
yeah.
I know, look,
Oh man, yeah.
John,
Absolutely.
you have to put that at your house.
That's awesome.
You have to put it at your house.
It is
Yeah.
awesome.
This is
That's so beautiful, dude.
This is gorgeous.
Hey,
The way that bottle broke with like the whole decanter top
Yeah.
separate from the dude.
Well, and
Fucking
you guys
awesome.
know that the Old Fitz bottles are, I mean, they're basically art in themselves.
They are.
Right.
And this is enhanced.
Yeah.
This is enhanced art.
Yeah.
And
Most people actually use those bottles as like infinity bottles and other stuff
Yeah, I think Mike does
because
too.
they're so beautiful bottles. You know what I'm saying?
I have one.
They are.
Yeah.
My Infinity Blend bottle is a Old
Yeah.
Fitz bottle.
That's
Yep.
pretty awesome, man.
Yeah, this is awesome. I
Dude,
mean,
that's
it's
And
yeah.
There's more.
Hey,
Well,
hey.
you know, look, we had Mario on here and we were like, he's coming on the Whiskey Wiseman. You
Yeah,
know, like he
dude.
should feel priprivileged.
Ah.
And then he's like,
I do.
I want
do
to make
feel
sure.
privileged.
He's like, I want to make sure people know who's who. And then he busts this stuff out. And it's
Dude,
like, all
that's-
right,
dude,
hey,
that's
this is
like-
what it's
how do
like.
you-
It's like this.
Dude, like I had no idea. Dude, I had no idea that you could even put lights in this thing.
I do want to give a shout out to my wife, not just because she's my wife and she puts up with me, but a lot of these frames, if not all, like I'll break them and I'll put them in the frame, and she's the one I call. I'm like, all right, babe, do your thing, look at it, and she's the one that like moves the pieces of broken glass,
Nice.
and she's like, okay, this way.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So
Well,
good shout out.
Yeah, the thing, teamwork makes the dream work.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And you know, the marriage is hard, and so like having somebody, a good supportive wife, like you know we all do here. It means everything, and it makes the bourbon go down smoother. To be
That's
honest
right.
with you,
Well, they all support our, you know,
they do.
hobby.
Or debauchery.
Yes.
I don't know if support's the right word, but
Well, I mean, you know,
Put up with.
we're
Put
still
up
together.
with.
We're still together.
Hey, they let us do this.
that's
you know?
right. Yeah, they tolerate us. You know. So,
Yeah, tolerate's a good word.
yeah,
That's the
tolerate,
perfect word.
Yes, exactly.
Well-
But no, yeah, I mean, guys, like I said, this is it's been a great episode. It's been awesome having Mario on here.
You gotta have some left for us to toast, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hey, dude, I'm gonna give you a little bit of this
Yeah, give a little bit here
to finish,
Yes.
Yep, we gotta finish out
like a
strong
tiny bit,
here.
because we gotta
We gotta toast, man.
So again, thank you to Mario. We will post his business that you guys can reference. It is
Please.
Broken Bottle _full Glen on Instagram. Please like and follow. And then if you guys want amazing bottles and artwork, please reach out because this is amazing. I mean, again, the pictures don't do it justice.
I just want to emphasize, if you are into whiskey or bourbon,
Yep.
Or anything.
if you do this,
Yeah, it could be tequila,
Yeah,
it could be
whatever,
champagne,
okay.
whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
you won't be disappointed. Like you'll get it
100%.
and you will.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah,
Thank you.
so cheers. Thank you, Mario, for coming and joining the Whiskey
Thank you.
Wise Men.
Thanks, man.
In our episode. So cheers, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.